Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Fibsville. Wake up. This is your wake up call. Today is gotta fix my volume here. There we go. Hi, Imelda. Good morning. Hi, Arlene. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. Yep, today's Tuesday, February 25th. Good morning. I've got art to do. Got to get up and start. Boy, I'm really working in this. My little monster book, paper dolls, pencils. What was after pencils? I'm going to have to go look here. Oh, Mary. What did you do? Community. Oh, can't see communities on the... I won't work in this one today because I have my other phone out in the other room and I'm on my notepad, and for some reason or another, community doesn't show up on the iPads and notepads and tablets and that. So I've got art to do. I'm going to start out working on this calendar, and I've got this little journal that's just sitting here. Why is it just sitting here? Journal shouldn't just sit around blank. Oh, wait, there's something in there. December 1st, 2018. Oh, I was stamping in it. Oh, it means I should probably carve a stamp. I did a nutcracker, and this was a carved December book. December 2nd, I did a doodle, some doodles. I don't think I carried this on. That was a heart, and I doodled with them. Oh, I got to December 4th. December 20th was a poinsettia border, and is that where I stopped? No, I got a leaf. Oh, well, it's not sitting around blank. I guess I'm going to carve something, put in here this morning. I noticed it out. I've been cleaning. Hi, Ray. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Artsy Nancy. Rhonda's here. Arlene is here. Imelda's here. Barb is in the house. Good morning, Barb. Good morning. They're all saying good morning to each other. Rhonda says she's hanging in there. Maybe a snowstorm coming our way. You can never tell in Michigan. You can't really trust our weather people. That's probably because they can't trust the weather. Let's see. Oh, and you know what else I found? I was showing the gals in Sharon's stream. I found my little Pepe, the skunk, and I need to finish him off. He just needs to be stuffed here, and I need to work on his tail. His tail, I stopped stitching on his tail because it's kind of hard to stitch this eyelash yarn a stitch at a time and get it like I want it. I really wanted to do a double row here, but it might take me a while yet to do that. There's a wire in his tail so that I can bend it like that. So I might work on him a little bit. See, I got a lot of stitches left here. But he's going to go on my current project card. I might work on him a little, but what I like to do, or what I'm going to do every morning is, or as many mornings as I can, work in my little calendar here, my 1993 Farmer's Wisdom calendar. No man is a failure who is enjoying life. Stay warm and comfy, Rhonda, they're saying. Barb says, I know what you mean, Rhonda. We've not had a bad winter here at all. Yeah, my brother and I were talking about that. He thinks we're going to have an early spring. And I think he said out in our yard, the little daffodils on the south side are starting to peak up. Now, daffodils can take a little bit cooler weather, but I think it's going to do the dirty thing where our flowers will pop out of the ground and then it'll freeze. But we have not had a bad winter either. So let's work on my calendar. And this, I think somebody sent me this wonderful tissue paper. Was that Mary too? I don't know who sent this to me, but I love it. It's a tissue paper. And here's some more. Might have been petals. One of you happy mail people who are, oh, and I've got happy mail to open. I've got happy mail to open today too. So let's get crack-a-lackin', as Dee Dee would say. I'll come back to this magazine. So we're going to start out by doing this. And I'm not going to do a whole lot to it. I just want to alter. I just want to alter it. No man is a failure who is enjoying life. Oh, look. And I like this. Here, always on Victoria Records. Not just for an hour, not just for a day, not for a year, but always. Aw, that will fit right down in there. And then it has all that print. Can I put that print? No, that will. I'm going to tear, not just for an hour, not just for a day, not just for a year, but always. And then it's got a picture of it's an old ad. And that really goes with the no man is a failure who is enjoying life. Whoever sent me this tissue paper, I know I didn't get it myself because somebody sent this tissue paper to me. Thank you very much. And let's see, let's just tear it right. Well, I'm going to tear it. I think I'll tear it here. Do I want this? I think I'll tear it a little bit more here. Always get it off of this big sheet, and then I can tear it how I want it. We'll have to save this out for another time. But we want some color in here. Color. Can I get my hands all yucky right off the bat? Let's turn around and get some ink. What do I want? What do I want? Color box. Oh. I'm enjoying having my stash a little bit straightened out. So I kind of know where things are. I'm getting there as far as getting organized. It's taken me a while. I don't use this is a Hampton Art. I think that's a pigment ink, but I'm going to use it anyway. It's gold. Somebody sent me gold ink. I think I got it in the mail. I don't think I bought it. It's a pigment ink. I've had it for a while. I've never used it. Let's use it. Let's use some of this stuff. Yeah. And I'm going to a little bit of a sponge left here, Mary. No, that's not a sponge. That's a candy. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. need a sponge. Let's get a sponge out. I love having my cart right next to me. I love having that little cart next to me. It's organized, but I need 6 more shelves. Let's see what I can do here. See if I'll get some. I think I'm going to have to do it this way. Ooh, it might be dry. Oh, it's going on there. I got me a little tea box here that I'm putting in little bits and pieces of my projects. Like, well, that's off of some of that thread. That's just off of my ATC things, some extra die cuts, some threads, some embroidery threads, just little bits and pieces. It's a whatnot box. But I find that I always push those things off over to the side here, and then I can't find them. I can't find them. Then when I'm working, they're all over my desk. So I'm going to try to keep them in that box. I think this ink needs to be used. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. I don't think that sponge is going to do me any good here. Let's get this real inky here. Do you guys know if you can put water on this? I haven't found my spritzer yet. Acid free. Dry in time will vary on surface. Clean stamps after use. It doesn't say if it can be. It doesn't say if it can be. Pigment ink can be revitalized with water. Reconstituted. No man is a failure who is enjoying art. It's gold, but it's just giving it a little bit of a shine in here. I don't like it so gooey anyway with pigment ink. It's a pigment ink. You ended up moving in with your parents? Rhonda says, see, Arlene, you just proved my point. I have no room to complain. That's awful when you have to rely on something you can't rely on all the time. Yeah. Arlene says there's a power outage can be a big deal for her. She can't change my wheelchair without power. Oh, my goodness. Mary, you can mist it maybe, add a little denatured alcohol. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever, thank you, Rhonda. I don't think I've ever reconstituted or refreshed pigment ink. So that'll be an experiment for me. We'll keep that out. So I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's got some gold on and my laptop is being jumpy this morning, which means it's kind of behind me. My hands are jumping around. Let's see, I think I'll put the always up in here. And let's see, there's a man and a woman sitting on a couch. Let's zoom in a little so you guys can see this a little better. Oh, that needs to come down. Up is down. Did it go down? My laptop is taking a moment to decide what it wants to do here. Oops, wrong way. Hold on. All right, come on. Now it should go down one. There we go. And there's a man and a woman sitting on a couch. Woo! What is it doing here? There. Man and a woman sitting on a couch. They're listening to, or it looks like he's giving her a ring. Could that be Destiny sitting there? They look like they might be in their 50s or 1960s or something like that. Could be 40s style clothing. But we're going to put them in here. Right in there. Only I've got to tear this a little more. Come on. Put it right in there. And we don't need this. There we go. And we'll put here always on Victoria Records here. Right in there. There we go. Alrighty. Let's just put that right down. I guess I got to move it down a little if it's going to. Put that right in here. And just a little art. That's all there is to it. Use up things that I have. I'm going to town today, so I think I'm going to get me another mister, a water mister. I want to go to Sally's Art Supply. We got a Sally's Art, or not Art Supply, Beauty Supply. Anyway, I want to get some type of a hot oil treatment for my hair. I've got an awfully dry scalp, and I guess I could just get olive oil at the store. Have you guys ever done oil treatments on your hair? Do I want to put this on someplace? I really need to do that. I guess that's going to go in the trash. I'll put it in my whatnot box. I might use it on something. No man is a failure who is always enjoying life. February 25th. Farmer's Wisdom. And I still would like a little bit more, but maybe I'll come back and do that. There's gold in there. I can see the gold, but I don't know if you guys, yeah, maybe you can a little see it. So there's my altered calendar. My little Peppy the skunk is going to go on my current project card. Mary, did you ever find your water bottle the other day? No, I haven't found it. And let me tell you, unless it rolled under my cart, I've looked everywhere for it. And I'm going to go to Sally's Beauty Supply today anyway, if I get up there. I don't know. Kind of like what Rhonda says, the weather's unpredictable. But I have to go to the post office someplace today. I have to get that package mailed off to Carehart today. That's a given. No man is a failure who's always enjoying life. Okay. Do I want to carve a stamp or do I want to stamp? I'm not sure I want to. I found my old stamps. They're my ones when I very first started my carved December with the Christmas ornaments. You guys may not have remembered those because it's been a while. This goes on the current project card. I didn't scoop my current project card. Let's see. I'm going to put my dragonflies in here. Oh, maybe I'll carve something on the other side of this dragonfly and put in there. So that I'm going to start using up this stuff. This is a stamp stamp off book for 2018. Here it is, 2020. See, I did numbers. Now I'm kind of liking those numbers. I need to get them out and use them. Here's where I did those flowers. This is just a blank page, a leaf. Some more numbers. I like those numbers. I didn't like them when I carve them. I think I get too close to my work, and then I don't like them. All right, well, we're going to skip to 2020 here. And we're going to put my dragonflies in here, and I'll carve something on here just to get something carved today. And let's just stamp off here. Let's see, I'm done with my thread here. Let me put this away. Just tuck this in the drawer here. Get some things off of my desk. Here's that sponge I was looking for. Oh, and I've got this little stamp too. I could carve something on that. And let's see. That one's still good. This one can be tossed. I'm using my wastebasket as a table again. I'm trying to train myself not to do that. Do you have to go all the way to Grand Island to shop? It's for art supplies. I do, unless I get them at Walmart. There's not a good place to buy art in the towns around here, or in the towns where we get our groceries. Walmart is the closest, but I have to go to Grand Island to do that. I wasn't planning. I was going to skip this month because I went twice last month. I got to buy stuff just because it's there. That's not a good deal. It's there, so I'll buy it. Let's stamp some dragonflies on this page. And let's see, let me document it. I'm just going to put 2020. Well, I probably did this in February. So I'm just going to do February 2020 dragonflies. And I should put leaf too, because that's on the back of it. And leaf. Just keep a record of, I like to stamp off in these. I've got a couple others 5x7 little books that I call them stamp off books. And I haven't been stamping on the back. All right, so let's carve something on the back of this one. I didn't like this one. I could carve that off completely, but we'll leave it. Let's carve something. What shall I carve? Ray, I will let you off the hook, Rhonda says. What did Ray have? What did Ray do that she's got to be let off the hook? In fact, Mary, I've not noticed any jumpiness at your beginnings of the streams for a while now. Yay! That's good. If you've noticed, when I come on my streams, I try to page through something. And if I let it think for just 3 minutes, say, oh, I'm streaming. On my replays, I see where I don't know, it just seems to skip my words. What did it skip? Oh, when I was doing that little, I put it up last night, that little video, which is kind of the flip of that little box that I'm going to send off to Carahart. I said, when I was talking about the washi tape, I said Paper Studio, because it's the Hobby Lobby brand of Paper Studio. And it sounded like Studio. And I'm going, but I am going to get a new microphone, I think, because I'm using the microphone off of my camera. And I notice when I'm moving my hands or moving something or paging through something or reaching for something and talking, I think the camera can't figure out what sound it wants to record. So I am going to get a new microphone. That's in the works. I just haven't gotten there yet. That's kind of the story of my life, isn't it? I'm on my way. Excuse me while I gulp some of that good coffee. Let's see. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what Ray did. I'll be mostly listening in. I have a few things to do around the house. Okay, Rhonda. Ray. Ray, you can come over to mine when you're done. Ray says, I saw that, Rhonda, but I'll be too tired. Rhonda says, okay, I'll let you off the hook. All right. I sound fine. I sound fine now, but I think it's not so much in the live stream itself. It's on the replay. It's on the replay. If you listen to my replays, and sometimes when I say somebody's name, it'll, like Tanya's name, Tanya, it's like it can't understand the word Tanya. Now, it might be okay. It might record it okay here, but I noticed that it's jumpy on some of them. And what else? Oh, when I'm saying dollar amounts or monetary amounts, it doesn't like it. All right, I want to carve just a little. What shall I carve? I'm looking for ideas. What shall I carve on this little back of this? I'm not going to use this dragonfly. I don't like him. I'm going to carve something on the back. Hi, Joyce. Good morning. Let's see. I could do a shamrock. March is coming up, but we'll do that for March. Well, let's see. What can I carve? How about just how about just doodle? Let's just doodle. I better get out my carving tools if I want to carve. Let's doodle. And I'm just going to use, no, let's put a paper down. It doesn't have to be a good paper. Let's just put this down, something to catch my shavings. A flower. A flower. How about trying to carve a daffodil? Let's see. I'm going to carve this off because it's kind of hard to, well, yeah, this is the one I don't like. So I'm going to carve him off. Ah! I could have tried to make something out of him, but we'll just carve him away. Make it a little flatter here because it's kind of hard to carve. He's bumpy. He's lumpy and bumpy. I could do dandelions or a daffodil. A cattail. A cattail would be nice. All right. All right. This eraser is fatter on this end. I guess that's because that's where I carved the dragonfly. Let's even this out a little more. I'm wanting to zoom my eraser in. It needs to be closer to my eyes. It needs to be up here. I can zoom it in on my camera, but I can't zoom in my eyeglasses. My eyeglasses need zoom lenses. Why don't they make eyeglasses with zoom lenses? They could do that. Like a camera, put a zoom on your eyeglasses so you could just touch a little button on the little earpiece or blink and it'll zoom in. No, I don't think so because we unconsciously blink. And let your, now see, why aren't those ophthalmologists Why aren't they doing stuff like that? I want an eyeglass with a zoom lens. A pair of eyeglasses with a zoom lens. I suppose they would think they probably have a good reason, like it'll hurt your eyes in the long run. Oh, I'd zoom in my camera. It doesn't seem to hurt my eyes. That was one of my questions when I was doing a mind map. I was doing a mind map, and one of the why nots was why didn't when we were created, why didn't we have zoom in vision like some of the birds do? And I was actually researching that, and I guess the doctors and the scientists were saying that our eyes are the way our eyes are constructed, that it would be impossible. But I'm not going, well, make it possible. Hi, Shelley. Good morning. All right. A cattail. We can do cattails. You'll probably get me carving on this other eraser too, because I like the idea of doing dandelions but let's use up this one. Okay. Can I put this here? Let's put the cattail on here because I can get the long leaf and the long stem on it. Let's put the cattail on the longer eraser. Let's I'm going to draw, and I'm not going to draw with that pen because it will smudge. Let's draw. Oops. What did I do here? Back again with coffee in hand. Barb says she's all stoked up. Google glasses do that, but how many people can afford $600 glasses? Oh, Google glasses zoom in? Ooh. Well, I can't afford them either, but at least somebody's on it. I'll have to give them credit. I'll have to give them credit for being innovative. I guess I'm just going to use this. What am I going to? Let's see. I think I'll do my little. I'm going to sneeze. Shoo, excuse me. Shoo, excuse me. It seems to be the sneezy season. I think that because it's been warm out, it can't decide whether it wants to be spring or winter. So our bodies get hot and get cold. I noticed my brother's been sneezing an awful lot. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take those blessings. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of doing little dandelions. They have pointy leaves like this, and they kind of come in clusters like this, like that, and do another little dandelion. Of course, now, I could do it. Oh, now I'm going to, after I sneeze, then I drip. I hate that. I have to stop and take care of that. Oh, ew. Hand sanitizer. I've got hand sanitizer here. Even though I got ink on my hands anyway. I'll wash them off. All right. Got to be sanitary here. Don't want to be unsanitary. We're going to do a couple little dandelions here. And let's put another dandelion leaf in here. This will just be a tiny little dandelion. Let's zoom in one more for you guys. There we go. Google glasses have zoom. Wow, I'd like to, couldn't afford them, but I'd like to see them. Just something simple like that. Maybe another little dandelion off in here. All right. This shouldn't be too hard to carve. Although it's a half of an eraser, that's what makes it a little harder to hold on to. Makes it a little bit harder to hold on to. And let's carve a cattail too, and a daffodil. I'll put my cattails with my daffodils, although you really don't see daffodils growing with cattails. Cattails kind of grow in ponds and marshes and that, ditches. I guess you could have a daffodil coming up in a ditch if it was an old homestead. Yeah. Let's have a cup of coffee. Let's have a sip of coffee. Gonna have some coffee. So, if I keep that little book out, I might do a little bit more carving, just carve little things. We're going to see how my erasers sell at the auction, the Daffy auction. And if they sell okay, if there really is a demand for them, or not a demand, but if people really do buy them, then I'll carve more for Daffy. But we'll see. Carving skills in my carving. Well, you know what I'm saying. This will keep me in practice. I need more practice. Oops. Now, I found that little book while I was cleaning. It's amazing the things you find just sitting around your room. Just sitting around your room, waiting to be used. And I threw out, gosh, I threw out 3 or 4 bags of just envelopes and just junky stuff that really needed to be tossed. And I got some kind of boxes, some of those plastic Sterilite boxes, those sitting in that little closet off to my left here. And I looked in them yesterday to see if I had, sometimes I just toss things in there to get it out of the way. But no, it was all bags of scraps. So, and I still want my scraps. So I'm going to take those upstairs, or put the bags of scraps in a box and use those shells in there for some of the things in here that I don't use as much. Like I got some papers that I want out. I want them there for when I need to reach for them, but I don't reach for them on a daily basis. So I'm going to put those in that little craft closet there and make room on my shelves for stuff that gets thrown on the floor. In other words, I'm try to get organized here. It's not coming up. Boy, I want that closer to my face. I need it right about here. Keep my finger out of the way here because I'm carving in the air. Hi, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning to you. I got some sleep last night. I was bushed. I was trying to watch Lisa last night, and I wasn't having a good time of it because I was tired. Not Lisa's fault, but I finally gave up and got some sleep. And when the TV is blaring, when I fall asleep in my chair, that means I'm really tired. My brother was watching wrestling last night. And when I fall asleep while that TV is blaring loud, he keeps it blaring loud because he has to hear it. That needs to come down just a little. And then I'm going to see if I can't get in here with a... It needs to be a little pointy there. Oops. Live chat. Deborah's up and at 'em this morning. Everybody's waking up. But I can't get in here. And then these are just kind of... Yeah. Now, let me get rid of this stuff. Hold the phone. I've got Happy Mail to open this morning. I think I'll do that next, after I get my carbon done here. I'm kind of liking these dandelions. Get it carved out just a bit more in here. Yeah. This is not even on the bottom. I need to hold it so I can get some little... Make those leaves look like dandelion leaves. And then I want to carve out some of that, some little fluffy lines kind of in here, I think, to make them look like dandelions. I don't know if that's going to work or not. We'll see. We'll see. Carve down in there. I need you to come out of there. There we go. Make some little lines in there. I don't know if that's going to work or not. We'll see. Little dandelion lines. I'll be able to see more once I get it stamped off. And these are leaves in here. All right, let's give it a stamp off and see how it looks. I'm going to stamp it off on a, before I stamp it in my book, I'm going to stamp it on a piece of paper here. Yeah, in my journal. My journal's nice and fat, and I found my peacock. If I have time, I'm going to work on my cover for my art journal. I know you guys aren't seeing much here, but let me get out a piece of paper that I'm stamping on. Yeah. Of course, I open it up backwards. Where's the stamping section? Well, I'll just take out a new piece of paper. Of course, new paper. Yeah. There we go. A jean quilt? Is Joyce making a jean quilt? Jean quilts. Is that what you're working on, Barb? What are you making, Barb? Jean quilts. Cool. Very cool. Ooh, I think I'm going to like this. How did that get all those on there? I just got it out. There it is. Those are my dandelions. I guess it could be a little more fluffy in here. A little more lines in here, maybe. Look a little more like a dandelion. With the little dandelion lines, little furry lines. Maybe in here. And what else? I'm kind of happy with it, though. I guess I could make a line going up that way. And a line going that way and that way and that way and maybe like that. And this stem could be a little skinnier. Come on. Don't be stubborn now. I'm kind of happy with it. Just thin it out a little in there. Let's get the little shaving out. That one went pretty good. Who said dandelions? Or somebody said flowers, I guess. Let's curve this a little more. And I thought dandelions. It won't be long and our dandelions will be popping up. Our little snowdrop crocuses. And I'm going to sneeze again. I feel it coming on. Maybe if I hit it off. If something gets in, it tickles my nose. I vacuumed in here, so it can't be. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with it. Yes, I am. Let's put it in my little book. I'm not going to do any more to it. Where's my little book? We'll put it in here. Let's do the cattail. This might be a morning for carving. There we go. The dandelion here could be curved out a little bit more, but I'm going to leave him like he is. He's all right. Well, I'm happy with it. When did I write on here with this? This is, yeah, let's get a pen here. February the 25th. 2020. Wow, how did it get to be 20 dandelions? Is it E or I? Dandelions. How do you spell dandelions? Come on. Do. D-A-N-D, whoops. D-I-L-I-O-N-S. Dandelions. D-A-N-D-E-L-I-O-N-S. Better to look it up, Mary. Better to look it up. Ooh. Oh, look at those. Ooh, makes me want to carve one that's all white and puffy there. Maybe I'll do that later. All right, let's get out of that. I can get out of my sounds thing. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Kathy Worlds and Friends, you're up early. I'm sending off my little box today. Good morning, good morning. I carved some dandelions. And we want to carve a cattail here too. Let's carve a cattail on this larger eraser. Come on, come on, come on. What are you up to this morning, Kathy? What are you having your coffee, or are you working on a project already this morning? Oh, you have your grandsons again today. What was that you were saying the other day? You posted about, oh, you were planting. He was instructing you on how to plant those seeds. That was so cute. You were saying that 2 years old, he was more fun. At 3, he was getting a little bossy, wasn't he? How to do it. Isn't that the age when they're 3 and 4? They know how to do everything. My little grandniece was that way. Now she's a little older now. She's 9, I think. And she's into swimming. Well, come on. Am I going to get this? Her mommy and daddy posted she had a swim meet the other day, and I was watching her swim. All right, come on, Mary. I can't seem to get this. I have trouble getting that little red piece to work. There it goes. And it comes off like it does on a package of cigarettes. Well, you know, I don't smoke, so I don't get much practice on that. All right, we're going to draw a dandelion in here. Let's draw a dandelion. Cattails, they have big, long, might even curve it a little more. And now this will be a little thinner, I think. I want it longer, Mary. Maybe even up in there. Oh, we'll make 2 of them. And one in there, and maybe some leaves, and maybe one coming like that. It's been a long time since I've seen cattails. All right, I think just like that one might be good. We're going to leave it like that, cattails. He's a handful. Well, Kathy, no man is a failure who is enjoying life. That was my calendar page for today. So if he's enjoying his little life, and I mean his young life, I don't mean little, his young life, if he's having fun, if he's enjoying it, that's the way it should be. He's not a failure. He's having fun at Grandma's house. My nephew, gosh, he's 40 something now. He's in his 40s now. But my mother, who was his grandmother, every time he'd come over, my goodness, she'd have more fun than he would. She looked forward to those times. Now he's a grumpy old man. He won't let me hug him anymore. I used to be able to hug him, and when they're little like that, they don't care if you hug them. When they get older, it's like, don't touch me. I don't want to be hugged anymore. They reach 9 or 10, and it's like, don't touch me. So enjoy him while he's young. I know sometimes I'll go up to him he's older now. He's in his 40s, and I'll go, can't Aunt Mary have a Cookie Monster hug? We used to play Cookie Monster. I'd grab all the cookies, imaginary cookies, and then he'd run away with some, and I'd chase him, and we played Cookie Monster. I'd yell, Cookie Monster, Cookie Monster. You can't do that anymore. He still eats cookies, though. Yeah, he was his grandma's, and even my dad enjoyed him when he was a little boy. But he's an old grumpy old man now. I'll be glad when he gets through that stage. I don't know what that happened. I looked at one of his posts on Facebook the other day, and it was filled with language that wash your mouth out, young man. And I was thinking that maybe I should say something about him about his language. But then, I'm not, it's not going to, I'm just his old aunt. So I just decided that I couldn't make him change his ways. He's not going to change. But man, I read that post and I'm going, my goodness, who raised you? Talking like that in social media. Maybe he's listening to me. I doubt it. He works. He's probably there by now if he works in the morning. He works different shifts. The company used to be IAMS, making dog food, and then they sold it. They sold the company, which was kind of sad that they sold that company, because that was really a good regional company. They treated their employees really good. And then they sold the company to like Mars. And not that Mars is a bad company, but it loses when you go to a larger corporate company like that. It loses the regional companies lose it's like a small town. They lose their spirit. Let's stamp that off and see how it looks. That was pretty easy. Those cattails went pretty fast, I'll have to tell you that. Let's see how they look. I'm leaving some of the leafy structure down in here. Let's see how they look. Might have to clean them a little. Yeah, I need to shape them up a little here. Oops. Kind of clean this area up, shape this area up, clean it up around in there, maybe make that a little bit thinner. This just didn't get stamped. I'm happy with this area. This is good. But these need to be clean and shape. Clean plus shape. And I'll see. Let's see. First, second. And these are dandelions. dandelions. And this is first. All right, let's thin this line down a little in here. Oh, that's good. Now let's round this off just a little here. And maybe in here. And let's see. Come down here. Oops. Come on. Not too much. And I can't get a hold of it with. Hold a minute. Yeah. Put my hands on that inky. Keep my hands as clean as possible. They get inky. I'm going to shape this up a little in here. Come on. Come on. Don't be stubborn. There we go. And dandelions have that little, I'm not dandelions, cattails have that little stem coming out of the front, out of the top. I don't know if I can get that on there, but I'll try. A little stemmy thing coming out up at the top there. That's a little. I want to touch it in there. Get that off of the edge there. Alrighty, let's try to do that on this one too. Might be a little easier. And this one is getting there. Stuff on the edge. I was likely here lurking, Arlene. Lo, Mary is my favorite person to watch while I'm working. Aw, I don't know about that. Thank you, Rhonda. Aw, thank you, Rhonda. Kathy says, I nearly died when he said, she's talking about her little grandson, that's not a seed. Let's see. I nearly died when he said, that's not a seed. Ain't you ever ate a watermelon? That's too little to be a seed. What was he calling them? Little spots? Is that what he was calling them when I read your post? Let's see. He keeps me laughing for sure. He's got mad at his little brother who kept flipping over his little chair. He took it and sat on the back porch and said, now, let me see you turn it over. Oh. Well, I have to tell you though, if you're in Walmart and you see some of these Pentel erasers, these high polymer, let me grab one here. What did I do with them? Am I out of them? Here. If you see some of these, grab them if you carve, because I have to tell you, these are easy to carve on, and they're almost a inch thick. They're almost a half inch thick. Well, I think they are half inch thick. And my blades here, I very seldom change my blades because this is so easy to carve. It's like slicing through butter. And sometimes I goof, but it's more of a design goof than when I goof, it's not really the fault of the eraser. It's more of a designer goof. Like, I think this should be thinner here. This line here should be thinner. Know if I can do that. That's this line. I'm trying to thin it down a little. I would rather carve on this than that Speedy Carve. And I wish they made it in large blocks, but it probably cost an arm and a leg if they made it in large blocks. Although I have to tell you, at Walmart, you can get 3 of those erasers in a package like this at Walmart retail for $1.46. Tanya put me on to that. And Tanya, I noticed yesterday in Lisa's stream, Tanya was saying that they're selling those extreme glue sticks that we all like so well. These, they're hard to find retail. They're selling them at Michael's. And of course, I don't have a Michael's close, but if they're selling them at Michael's, maybe Walmart will start stocking them. Maybe Walmart will start stocking them. All right, let's do number 2, and I think I'll call this one. Let's shape this. Although I'm pretty happy with these down here. Let's go ahead and shape it up just a little. Let's do a little line there. I'm pretty happy with the cattails. Yeah, almost pretty happy. I was working on this guy. Give him a little point up there. They're not perfect. Those stamps that I put in that little box, the folks are going to have to realize that they are hand-carved stamps. This is nothing that's commercially you know, when they do those commercial ones, those have been redesigned and reshaped, and you know, they've gone through a manufacturing process. This is a hand carved stamp. I didn't ink that well enough. It's got a little shading in there. Let's do that again. It's got some shadings on here. It's got a little nick there. It does. It's got a little nick on it. Let's get rid of that little nick. All right, let's try this again. It's not perfect. I don't know if I'm liking this stem in here, which was the one I was working on. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. Let's go down one. There. Yeah, no, I'm not liking that. I'm not liking this one here. He was the one I was working on. He's not hanging right. Maybe even if I come in here and thin him up a little. He's really kind of too small to be a cattail. He's needs a longer head. But there you go. It is what it is. And that's what I mean if somebody was doing this for to sell retail, they would probably carve something like this. Then they would probably do like what we do, what needs to be fixed, and they would keep working at it until they had it perfect before they manufactured it and everything. When we do hand carving stamps like this on our erasers and on our decks, you know, we just, spend an hour, depending on what you're doing. But I'm happy with him. Cattails, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to leave it like it is. Let's put it in my little book and move on. So we did a dandelion and a cattail this morning. Ooh, I think I'll hold off on the daffodils. I'll hold off on the daffodils till another time. I'm ready to move on to something else. Let's put him down here. There we go. Pretty happy with him. I refreshed my ink pad the other day and it's gooey. It is gooey. Cattails. There we go. So I'll keep that out on my current project cart too. Get all my current projects in a... Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Hi, Jersey. Good morning. Okay, little ladies, my little man is here, so I have to run. Bye, Kathy. And chase him around dinosaur land today to wear him out. Be careful of those dinosaurs, Kathy. Don't let them eat you. Let's zoom out a little because I'm done carving. There we go. I'm drinking my coffee this morning. Okay. Let's see what else I pulled out to work on. I brought some books in. I dropped my paper here. Let me put it over here with my journal. I brought some books in from the other room. I brought in my Emerson book. Boy, this needs a rosemary touch. Now this one, if she would alter this, and I don't know if I would put gesso on it, but it needs some help. It's wearing out here. And it's interesting. If you could see, it's got felt in here. It's got a pad of felt and a cardboard, and it's got another pad of felt, a square down in here. Can you see that? How they bound this book, and then it's got the cardboard of the book here. And you know how they bound the book. But this is like a felt area. It's a felt. It's almost a layered felt because I can pull those layers apart. And it's got another one in there to make it poofy. And then if you turn this, flip it over here, I don't know if you can see, but can you see the text on that underside there? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's got like a book page. It's got text in here. It's like they took a book page, an old book page, and put on the back of this. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this because I put glue in there. Will it glue this down with the felt? And this is just paper from like this in here. It's a layered paper. So I do think I'm going to pull this off to let that felt show. There. I almost want to not gesso, but almost a clear lacquer or something over this. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. It's starting to come apart here. I think this is one I got at a library sale. And see, it's starting to come apart in there. I think I can rescue that, though. And see, look, right here on the edge here. Can you see that text right in there? There's some text. It's like they took a book page and glued on this back of this. Really interesting. And look, there's the text. There's the felt in there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to repair this. I like it that it's coming apart. I'd love to just show it, but I don't want to. And that's why I thought maybe a clear lacquer or something over it, you know, like that. Something clear like a resin coating. But I don't know if I want to do that on here. I'm not sure that that's the answer. I could just use clear tape, and that would probably hold it for a while, but I don't know about that either. I love that you can see the text. There's some more coming out right down in here. There's some text under there. It's kind of like, oh, it's a discovery. I'm going to pull this off a little. Mary, well, I'm going to just a little. I want that text to show. So, and I don't know about this. I have clear gesso. I bought some the last time I did a Blick order. I could try it on the back here. Do you think gesso would hold the felt down? You know, glue will just suck. That felt will just drink up that glue. And I'm afraid that's what it'll do with gesso too. I handle this book. See, that's what happens. I turned it over. And as you turn it over, you need to handle this book carefully. This book is this is Thelma M. Martin's in Hardy, Nebraska. It's 1934. It really isn't that book old. It's a 1930s book. So it's got some pages torn out of it. It's got some. Is there a page? No, this goes from 48 to 49. So there's not torn there. This goes from 36 to 41. I probably did that myself. I probably said, oh, I got this book to alter. So this is a 1934 book. So I could probably put some clear gesso on here because it is an altered book. What's going on here? Is that a bookmark? Let's see what's in there. What's going on right there? Oh, it's a old piece of paper. It's Lincoln. It's the Lincoln Journal, but I don't know what year. Probably, well, let's just call it the 1930s. This is about Baton Rouge here, ashes of something. But this says Lincoln and elsewhere. So we'll put that in there like that. Yeah, I probably did this myself here. I think I did. Tear some pages out of here. And then this book was kind of marked up when I got it, but I have to laugh because nudity. This is the water babies, and these little gals here were nude. And I didn't do it, but somebody scratched the nudity, and I noticed on the pictures in here too. And I think I used some of the pictures out of here. This was District 634. This was in school, so maybe the teacher scratched out the nudity. I don't know what year this is. This is oh, are the pictures gone? I might have taken the pictures out of here. But this book was kind of destroyed when I got it. Oh, here's a picture. See, they're new, but they didn't scratch. Oh, look. Oh, come back, you beautiful creature. I have no one to play with, and I'm so lonely here. And it's a little nude figure there, but there's the dragonfly there. Here's the beginning of it here. About this book here. This is Charles Kingsley, The Water Babies. Told to the Children by Amy Stedman with pictures by Catherine Cameron. London and New York, E.P. Dutton Company. About this book, list of stories. Oh, here's another picture. Oh, well, now this one doesn't. I thought the pictures were scribbled out, but they're not. The water babies, they're nude. They're all nude. This one's not. This one is a fairy. This one is a fairy. She flew with them out of the window. Ooh, I like that. Lisa was showing fairy stuff in her stream. But this book was in bad shape when I got it. And I didn't help it any. The Water Babies. I would imagine it's probably about a 1934 too. Probably up in there because these look like vintage color plates. But I have to laugh at that. Somebody scratched the little nudity away. So why I got these out was I have my dynamo here. I want to make some words. Oh, look, I have this little stamp. I'll have to carve on that one tomorrow or something. All right, let's look and see what you guys are saying to me. Hi, Santa. Hi, Trace. Good morning. Barb is here. Yeah, it's a well-loved book. It's a well-loved book. I love the deco. See, this is probably 30s or 40s because this has an Art Deco design. Ooh, I love the design on it now that I look at it. Look, it's got a heart within a heart, and it's got one tall one with a line coming down, and it's got two shorter ones. And this kind of comes down paperclip style, and then one long one up there, and then this curve comes down and floats clear around and goes over to this one. I love that's kind of an Art Deco style. So I would say this is probably 30s or 40s in here. This book. I don't see a date. I saw that about this book, but I didn't see a date on this. Where was it? in here. To Doris. Told to the Children, edited by Louis Chisholm. And then these are the story. I don't know what I did with the, it's in here someplace. Here. I don't see a copyright date on it. So it might be older, but this is more of an Art Deco style. This one's not. But they're vintage plates. List of pictures. This is kind of Art Deco-ish. Art Deco was in the 30s and 40s. Maybe late 20s. She flew with them out of the window. This is the fairy one. I kind of like that. Oh, the little fairies are down here, and then she got wings, and she flew with them, and there's a stained glass window up there. Home of the little water bear, home of the water babies. I once had a sweet little doll, dears, the prettiest doll in the world. Her cheeks were so red and so white, dears, and her hair was so charmingly curled. But I lost my poor little doll, dears, as I played in the heath one day, and I cried for more than a week, dears, but I never could find where she lay. Oh, you know, I love that, because when I was in first grade, my parents lived down in Texas, and I had this little doll, and I have it to this day up in Wisconsin. And that little doll, I was playing with her and down in Texas, and they had a big kind of a sand lot. My parents lived in a duplex, and there was a sand lot outside to kind of on the east side of that duplex. You know, you got to think that this is Texas. They had sand hills. They had a lot of sand. It was sandy soil. And I was playing with that doll out there, and I probably left it there and went in the house and got distracted, as I always do. And I lost that doll. I lost that doll, and that's what that little poem reminds me of. And we didn't find it for the longest time, and one day my mother found it outside, and it looked like a dog had chewed its nose. It didn't chew it completely off, but it's got a dog bite on the nose. And I still have a doll to this day. A little cute little doll. It's been handled pretty rough. So what I was going to do was, I have this dynamo machine out. I was going to make some words. Let's see if I can find some words in here. You are a clever fairy indeed, thought Tom, and he was right. This is about fairies. Hi, Lynn. Oh, Lynn, let's come back to this project. I'm gonna come back to this. That's kind of something I can even do that in my recliner. I want to make labels. See, and I saved all of these for I saved them when I was cutting stuff. And I put those labels, after I print those dynamo machines, I put them on these labels. So I'm going to use up those scraps. Lynn popped in here. I got happy mail from Lynn. Let's open my happy mail. Let's open my happy mail. And look, I got patterns out for Sue's. I got a couple patterns out. I got a postcard from Kathy Whitney. And I got to send off an ATC. Kathy said, I'll send you a postcard if you send me some ATCs. Well, here's my postcard. I got to get those ATCs in the mail. Got to get that little box in the mail today. And then I'll work on the ATCs, and I want to get those erasers mailed off. This came from Kathy Whitney. She says, Dear Mary, I thought this postcard was perfect for you because you're always making cool stuff. Well, I don't know about cool, but I'm always making stuff. Thanks so much for all you do. Always fun arting with you. And she did this postcard, I think, in with one of Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozens. Isn't that cool? Talk about cool stuff, Kathy. Thank you so much, Kathy. I'll get an ATC off to you. I need to get Susan's, and I found the envelope that I want to send to Terry, the cardinal. Of course, there's my address sitting right out there on top. So I got 3 packages from Lynn. Since Lynn is in here, let's open those. The envelopes from the Defy auction. Hi, Terry. Terry, I found your envelope. I want to get it mailed off to you. Your bird, your cardinal. I know why I didn't mail it. I did not mail it because I wanted to put some of that wallpaper in it. I'm just so slow about things, I'll tell you. I don't know how you guys put up with me. I'm surprised you still are my friends. All right. These, when there's a Defy auction, most of the time, now I don't know if she does it all the time, but Lynn has these little, she calls them 1 ounce envelopes, and she puts ephemera in them. And I chose the random one. She says, what do you want? And I say random. Well, here she sent me some of this. Was this? These are the books. These are exercise. Exercise meaning analyzing. Looks like it comes from an English grammar book. I remember you talking about this, Lynn. And I said, me. Pages out of this book. This will go nice for ATCs, for backgrounds, and put, let's grab one here out of my little, because they were sitting here. Put something like that, or do I have a little person here? Well, I got the butterflies here now. I thought I had some little people. Some of the paper dolls would look nice on there too, for artist trading cards. So that's probably what I'll use those for. Thank you, Lynn. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I think she sold these separately. I remember buying these. The subject is not limited. The predicate is limited by distinguished or adjective element of the first class used to describe philosophers. Oh, it's talking about Socrates and Plato were distinguished philosophers. And then it breaks it down. Sentences having coordinate parts. I'm reading this text here. Socrates and Plato were distinguished philosophers. Socrates and Plato's is a partial or contracted compound sentence. I see. Socrates and Plato form the compound subject because they are united by and. So Socrates and Plato is a contracted compound sentence. Socrates and Plato is a compound subject. That's how I study my English. There's another one over here. Sentences having relations represented. To steal is base. It is a simple declarative sentence. To steal is the subject. And in parentheses, it says why. And it says it is an element of the second class. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm not going to read it all to you, though. You'll get bored in no time. We'll put these back in here. I got more. I ordered more. Thank you, Lynn. I'm going to use those in my art journaling. They'll sit around for a while, and I'll be looking through my stuff, and I'll go, oh, I'll use these. So I think I ordered 2 of these. What do you sell these for? $3? The 1 ouncers, Lynn? Are you in here? Sold by page. Shell sold by page. $18.53. Oh, they're $18.53. Well, you sell these for $3 an envelope, I think. 1 ounce envelopes. And then when you do an 18-ounce envelope too every now and $3.50. I knew it was up around in there. And what do you sell your larger envelope for? Are those 18-ounce ones, or are they $18? I forget what those are. Got a ticket and some pearl earrings. I just love going through these. Maybe I should zoom in a little so you guys can see a little better. Let's zoom in. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. These look like birdhouses. And oh, is this washi tape? No, that's a acetate. Ooh, that's cool. That's an acetate. There you go. I like that. Here's a little stocking cap. Lynn does a lot of fussy cutting. $18 and up for the larger ones. Okay. Lou Burke's dog training. You can't train a dog until you know what makes him tick. I'll tell you what makes them tick. They like food. That's a pretty floral border and a silhouette. See, these are already fussy cut. I will use some of these when I'm doing my calendar in the morning, because I was looking for little bits and pieces, and these are perfect. Little candles. Dolly, the artist Dolly. Oh, look at this. 1847 Rogers Brothers. Genuine, original Rogers silver plate. Cool. Art. Oh, I like that. Art. And a little rug. And a florals. And this looks like is this a part of a ceiling chandelier thing? That looks like it might be a ceiling chandelier piece. Oh, look at how little and tiny this is, that you fussy cut that little guy out. How little and tiny is that? Oh, that's darling. And salt and pepper shakers. Now, you tell me, guys, this is certainly worth $3.50. You tell me where at retail store you can go and buy a package of ephemera like this and pay $3.50. The closest we get is Tim Holtz. He's pretty good with his ephemera. But I'll tell you, Lynn, this is well worth it. Well worth it, because she has to sit down and fussy cut all of this out. Looky. Oh, this would go good on one of those 1857 pages, English grammar pages for an ATC. I love that. And I love that little teeny fellow in there. And look, here's lipstick. It's just a wide range. I just love going through. Lynn, I'll be buying these every time. Here's this almost looks like Mardi Gras here. Oh, and it is. Here's a sugar skull. Here's a sugar skull. Mardi Gras. I just love these. Oh, and this would go good on one of those ATCs too. I love the little children. An offering of affection. Fans. Think of the joy. A little sign. Think of the joy. And here's a kitty cat. These are well worth it. I'm glad I bought 2 of them because I'll be using these. Very nice. A lamp. And I love that she cuts out the patterns here. Oops. I love the little patterns. Oh, here's a book plate. This book belongs to. That's nice. I buy several of these every time I haven't been going to auctions, or those Daffy auctions, for years. I just kind of started in the last couple months. But I've been buying Lynn ephemera. Lynn ephemera. And You know, I do a lot of fussy cutting, but it's always nice. You don't, when people see different things, they have access to different things. Well, what is this? Looks like a scale with, oh, it's a cake plate, I think, with some peaches in the background, pie plate with, and there's more here, just tiny little things. This is looks like a basket of yarn. Oh, look at this cityscape. Oh, that's neat. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to put all of these on top of this to help hold it when I want to put it back. Put it on top here. Give it a base. And of course, some ads. Agents sell tools, guns, cameras. Get up to 40% off. Department 15 in New York. Buffalo, New York. Here's a beautiful gold interior hallway. Oh, and on the back, there's old brick ruins. I think she meant for that, though. And here's a family. 2 boys and a mommy and a daddy. Oh, some little gingerbread men. Love them. Run, run, run as fast as you can. Can't catch me, said the gingerbread man. Eyes. Looks like a volcano. I'm not sure. Rhonda says, Lynn, do you know if they need people to fussy cut? I think that Care does accept fussy cuts. Yeah, I like architecture and people. I think Care does. If you go to Carehart's channel, my last video has information of where you can contact Care. I think it's like help at Disabled Artist Foundation, whatever. There's an email address, and you can, you can. I think Care accepts just about anything. Lynn, do you know if there's anything that Care does not want? I mean, because I hear people asking her some ads. Gravity makes tough jobs easy. Oh, look. Weller Electric Corporation got some ads in here. Motors Auto Repair. I think she had it for this. Oh, and a cookie, a Christmas cookie. Every time I hear people ask Care what she wants, it's always, well, send it, you know? Oh, look at this little cowboy Bob there on his little diaper. He's cute. Oh, he's a cutie. He's a cutie. I just love all this ephemera. And this is certainly worth $3.50. When I think of the time and the effort Lynn spends to choose them and to cut them out and to fussy cut them and get them all ready to mail. Yep. Well worth it, Lynn. Thank you very much. I got another one. It's well worth it, these ephemera packs. And it's so fun to go through them. I need to start using them. I noticed when I was sorting out the other day, I had a couple packs that I've opened, but I haven't really used out of yet. Here's another one here. Well worth it here. And I probably, when I open these, I probably don't get them all out. There's more in there. Another one here. What is this? Is it a bunny rabbit? Yeah, it's a bunny rabbit that was cut out of a Post-it note, looks like. We're going to put it, here's a necklace. We'll just put it on there so it'll stay. And let's just grab some here and I'll just thumb through them. Victorian children here at the seashore, it looks like. I don't know if I'm holding, whoops, wrong way, this way. Maybe if I move this over a little. Scooch. We're coming in. And a little gal with ordering lunch. And a floral border. Waffle creams. Nabisco waffle creams. Sugar layer. What do they call those? I just bought some the other day. Be a smart cookie. And here's the cookie. That looks like a $10 cookie. Looks like one of those Sandies. Tickets. Binoculars. Looking through the binoculars. And a... Oh, that's interesting. It must go like this, but it looks like a vase, but the medallion would be upside down. This is interesting. That's interesting. Let's pick these up and go through these. Little socks. Just to fussy cut all this stuff. Some more sock. Oh, no, that's yarn, I think. That's yarn. Here's a face. I like that. What's this? Oops. Oh, it's a monkey. It's a monkey. And some children. And I got it upside down. Ooh, a vintage lady. Oh. She's shopping. She's got her purse there. Look at that outfit. And that red hat. Ooh, I love that. Here's a smartphone. She's eating with a fork. Look at her polished fingernails. Loving them, Lynn. Loving them. This looks like a landscape with the clouds coming up. Maybe you're looking through a cave out at the sunrise. And here's a text page. A little tabby little whale. Dolphin looks like. Dolphin or a duck? I think it's a dolphin. The stay. Come on, command. Heel means to sit. Training to sit. Lie down. This is a dog training book. Here's a stocking cap. The time that it takes. I know the time that it takes to fussy cut all this stuff. This is a roof of a house, but look at those windows. Look at the trim on that, the brick trim. Oh my goodness. Dog with eyeglasses reminds me of Barb Owen's red eyeglasses on her art journal, her dog. Spider-Man. A little boy with Spider-Man. Ooh, this is cool. Engineers design concert halls to ensure acoustic balance. So this is a photo of a concert hall, and on the back is contest problems. And the Eiffel Tower, this looks like a World War II Jeep. Aw. All right. Is that a llama or another animal that I got wrong? Is this a llama? And is that King George? George III? I think this is King George III, or the Revolutionary War when we revolted here. Oops. That's a llama. Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Sometimes I get my animals mixed up. I think I was calling a camel a llama one day, and they said, "No, Mary, that's not a camel. That's a llama." Money, men, all that data free. Money for men. All data free. Plastics industry. The plastics industry needs manufacturers on small scale. Oh, and if you could see all the little pieces around the border there, you have to really look. It's an advertisement for an ad, like a one ad. And for big production of lamp and clock stands, art goods and novelties in plastics and marble imitation. Experience unnecessary. Oh, wow, they're going to train them. Hold ease. Screwdrivers. Stanley. Tape measures. And always have to look on the back to see if I'm getting the right. Beautiful Highlands of Ontario. Kindness is like snow. It beautifies everything it covers. Ah, build fine grandfather clock now. The fine car at half the fine car price Ford. We got some ledger paper and some maps, map paper, and a beautiful landscape. This almost looks like Van Gogh. Oh, and look at the boats on the back. All right. Oh, and then over here is some pattern. And this is vintage. You can tell this is vintage. Girls dress and vest. Dress sizes A or B, dress size C, contrast vest interfacing A, B, or C. Okay. I love opening these, Lynn. They are so fun to open. Let's flip this over this way. Not to show my address, but to put them in here easier. Well worth it, Lynn. I'm looking forward. The second weekend in March, it won't be long. Couple weeks. The second Saturday in March will be another Defy auction at Carol Hart's channel. Now I got a package from Molly Newland, and I don't know. Sometimes she comes in, but I'm going to have to message her and thank her. I think for this. This came from Molly Newland. Thank you, Molly. Thank you so much. My palette knife is my letter opener. Let's see what Molly sent. Oh, it's a little baggie in here of things. Let's make sure that I got it all. Looky here. Oh, napkins. And let's see what she sent here. Wow, this is a nice baggie. Look at these beautiful napkins. Oh, these are beautiful spring. Oh, look, it's a hummingbird. And orchids? I think these are orchids. Oh, that's beautiful. And here's a Paris one. Oh, I love that. Beautiful floral. Roses. And what I love about these is you can open it up and look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? Of course, I think these are what do they call these? I want to say they don't call them table napkins. I don't think. I call them like little table towels or something. Oh, look, a welcome one. Oh, look at this. She sent me all these beautiful spring florals. Oh, I don't have anything like this. Oh, thank you, Molly. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. And look at this bird. Oh, I don't have napkins like this. This is almost like a watercolor. And then there's a card. And let's see what she says in here. Excuse me, I sometimes whistle through my teeth. I'm going to have to fix that. Look at that beautiful stamp. And wonderful doily stationery. Happy Valentine's Day. Mary, I just want to send a little note to say how much I enjoy your YouTube show. You are a sweet blessing to watch and listen to each week. Your YouTube friend, Molly. Thank you, Molly. Happy Valentine's Day. Note of love. And look at this. Isn't this wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Wow, look at that. I just love to see how other people do things. There's a heart here. I think it goes this way. And don't ask me to pronounce this. I think this is from French here. Something to something. And red looks like little red roses. And this is black and white. I wonder if she did this with Aunt Beck, the black and white and gray. That's really nice. This is going to go in my Happy Mail stack. I hope to get these done, but I need to make my little gem journals for March, and then I'm going to bind and these will go in my napkin stack. I'll tear the backs, not tear, I'll remove the backs from these, and I'll have these for. Those are beautiful, Molly. Thank you so much. I'm going to put it over here with my other Happy Mail stack over here. So now what I wanted to do, I'm not going to work in this. I think I was just showing this to you. I'll take this out on my recliner and do that while Price is Right is on.